Every realtor knows that generating leads is the lifeblood of our business. But here's the problem. Despite all the training we go through to get licensed, we were never taught how to consistently get leads. And let's face it, if you're not generating leads, your business is on borrowed time. In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 strategies and how I use them to generate over $100 million in sales. And you're going to want to stick around for number 3 because most agents miss it entirely. You probably heard of for sale by owners, but I'm sure you haven't heard of for rent by owners. Let's dive in. All right, let's get right into it. You know leads are important and you want to know exactly what you can do to get them. So the first one that I'm going to be going over is Facebook groups. So Facebook groups are gold mines for hyper localized leads and engaging with potential clients in your target area. Now, here's how to make the most of this, guys. You want to join relevant groups. So search for groups that are related to real estate, neighborhoods, general interest topics in your area. So let's say you're super into football and you can find like Dallas, Texas football group, and then you can be in that group with a bunch of people in your specific area. Now, you also want to look for groups with active discussions and larger number of local members. So you want to have groups that are actually have local members, not just like a digital nomad group that maybe they don't even live in your area, because obviously you're not going to be able to buy or sell them a house. So you want to add value before pitching. This is very important. You don't just want to go in there and just start saying, hey, I'm a realtor. If I can help anybody, please let me help somebody. Like, I want to earn a commission. That's the worst way to do Facebook groups. So the best way to do Facebook groups is basically sharing educational content such as like home maintenance tips, market updates, first time home buyer advice, maybe like break down a case study of somebody who couldn't buy a house and they bought a house because they used this unique mechanism, and that essentially was able allowed them to purchase their first house when they had maybe bad credit or whatever it may be. Now, next is to respond to questions of group members to establish yourself as a trusted expert. So in these groups, when people are asking questions, they're looking for advice. They're looking for people that they can connect with, and they're looking for people that are friendly and respond to them. And once you respond to somebody, it's weird, but this social trust gets built between the two of you. And now they're like, oh, that's John. Like, John always helps me out. John always knows everything about everything. And when they come to buy or sell a house, they're going to think, hey, John in that Facebook group, I'm like pen pals with this guy. I should probably reach out to him. Now, how to spot potential leads. So you want to keep an eye out for people that are moving, renting, maybe on Facebook Marketplace. It actually shows you what somebody has for sale. So when you're in groups, they post it in groups. Let's say they start selling all of their equipment at home or their furniture or whatever it may be. It's always a good way to figure out exactly what's happening by just engaging in pretty like normal conversation. Hey, you're selling a lot of things. Are you okay? Are you leaving us? Are you leaving this group? Whatever it may be. Engage with these posts directly and offer helpful advice to build relationships before suggesting your services. That is key here with Facebook group, guys. You don't want to go in and just be like, oh, I'm the best at real estate. You need to buy or sell a house. Like, I'm the best. Reach out to me. That's going to get you nowhere. So just forget about hard pitching people in here. These are soft pitches. All right, number 2, we have working with expired listings. So expired listings are valuable but often overlooked source of leads. These are homeowners who have already shown an intent to sell but did not succeed. So you want to research expired listings, use your MLS to identify homes that were listed but didn't sell in the last 6 to 12 months. Now, you want to do 6 to 12 months because honestly, a lot of people hit expired listings sometimes the same day they expire, but not a lot of people hit expired listings that were expired 2, 3, 4 months ago. They're always trying to get that guy right at the beginning when his house comes off the market, and he's honestly getting bombarded. He's getting a bunch of calls, texts, emails. A bunch of people are trying to reach out to him to see if they can list his house again. Goldmine could be in the last 6 to 12 months. Now you want to focus on properties within your preferred price range and area. This just ensures that you're actually getting to work with the properties that you want to work with. And then you also want to reach out with an actual value proposition. So you don't want to just reach out and say, hey, can I be the next person to sell your house? You want to reach out with a reason why you are giving them a call. So for me, I always like reaching out with a fresh idea. So more specifically, like virtual staging is one of the fresh ideas I like to offer. So if a house is empty, I like to say, hey, you know what? One of the reasons could be the buyer couldn't imagine themselves living in your house. Now, I actually do something extremely progressive, and it's called virtual staging. It's basically where I handle the cost for staging because essentially the staging cost is like 30 bucks a photo, and they virtually put furniture in the house. It makes it more appealing to people, and it gets more people to book showings, and then you can actually sell them in person. So I went a little bit off tangent there, but contact homeowners with a personalized message offering the solutions such as a fresh marketing approach, specific strategies to attract more buyers, prepare a CMA and demonstrate your expertise, virtual staging, that's the one I just talked about. And the point here is to come with fresh new ideas. So with that virtual staging, you can also offer that CMA so you can provide value and you can say, hey, you know what? Based on the market now, the house is actually worth 100K more or 100K less or whatever it may be, right? The key here is you want to be persistent and personable. So many sellers of expired listings may be frustrated. You want to show empathy and offer to answer their questions without any pressure. So if they do have questions, you don't want to pressure them into like an appointment or a meeting or whatever it may be, because they might not be at that stage. But you also want to provide your expertise, show that you're going to be the right one to work with when the time is right for them. Now, guys, if you are getting some value out of this, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be making videos pretty much like 3 times a week, so it's going to be super useful if you're on this journey of becoming a top 1% agent. Now, number three, the one that people always overlook. Now, a lot for years and years, people have been hitting for sale by owners. This is basically calling people that have their house listed through themselves and saying, hey, you know what? Have pretty much annoying them saying, hey, can I book a time to see it? I'm an agent. I might have some buyers, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people were saying that and they're getting into the house, maybe building the relationship, but the closing rate was extremely low. Now, what I like to do is actually target for rent by owners. And you can do this very efficiently on Facebook Marketplace. There's a whole bunch of rental listings that you can look up, and it's extremely easy to work with. Now, rental property owners are often open to selling, especially if their properties aren't performing as expected. So, Facebook Marketplace is a great way to find this, guys. So, search on Facebook Marketplace, look for rent in listings in your area, prioritize properties that have been listed for several weeks without much traction. So, this is key. If somebody has their property empty for too long, it's likely that they're having to pick up the mortgage payments and they're probably in a tough financial position. You're here to offer a solution to them. Now, reach out professionally, send a direct message introducing yourself as a realtor who helps property owners maximize their investment. So that's a good way to go about it. I mean, hey, you don't want to say that right off the bat. You want to message, hey, is this still available? Cool, awesome. Well, hey, look, I actually help people maximize their investment potential. Have you guys ever thought about making a profit on this instead of renting it out? Maybe yes or no, and then you can guide the conversation from there. Now, highlight potential benefits of selling, such as cashing in on the property appreciation or avoiding tenant hassles. Sometimes people have had bad experience with tenants. That's where you can kind of capitalize on that. And then you want to offer a free valuation. So, providing no obligation value of the property to start the conversation, position yourself as a problem solver rather than just another salesperson. And when possible, present that CMA in person. So, you want to just not email them the CMA, you just want to go there and be like, hey, you know what? I've actually had it printed out for you. Can I just drop it off whenever you're free? Maybe you're doing a showing there, maybe whatever it may be. Next time you're at the property, let's just meet there and I can just give this to you personally, one on one. Now, number four is boost your referral marketing game. So referrals are obviously the best type of leads that you can deal with. But here's a spin on it and how to get actually more referrals without having to feel bad for asking for them. So referrals are one of the most reliable ways to generate leads. They Now adding a charitable component to your referral strategy can make it even more appealing. So create a charity referral program. Commit to donating $500 or any amount of your choice to a charity for every closed deal. Now, you want to let clients choose the charity because this is going to be more personal for them, and then make the program, it makes the more program feel more personal. Now, spreading the word is very efficient too because you can share your program on social media, in email newsletters, during conversations with clients, using a message like, hey, my goal is to raise $10,000 for blank charity this year through this program. Do you know anybody who could benefit from my services? Do you know anybody who's moving? Do you know anybody who's maybe purchasing a property this year? I really want to raise money for this charity. Now you've taken the spotlight off of you wanting to earn more commission to, hey, I want to help this charity out. And the way I can do that is by helping more people because I'm going to be donating $500 of my commission to that charity. So it is helping you, but it's also helping another charity. And it honestly is a good cause. At the end of the year, you can do a big check with a picture and send that to your clients too. That always works out well. Now,
Incentivizing existing clients. So you want to offer small rewards for referrals, such as gift cards or exclusive perks as well. So if you want to give gift cards to these people who refer people, that'll work as well, like a keg gift card for $100 or whatever it may be. Now, regularly remind past clients about your referral program to keep it top of mind as well. You want to definitely make sure that you're keeping this top of mind and reminding people honestly on a monthly basis. Now, number five is running paid ads on Meta. That's Facebook and Instagram. Personally, my favorite way to generate leads because it's extremely leverageable. So you close one deal, start spending more and more money, and you close multiple more deals. Now, paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram allows you to target specific demographics and reach potential clients very efficiently. Set up targeted campaigns, and you want to define your audience based on location, age, income, and home buying interests. And then you want to use carousel ads or video ads to showcase properties or your services, or even something we like to call a homes list. That's essentially what a lead magnet is. Now, create a free resource like a homes list, first time buyer's guide, market trend report, a value of your home, CMA to attract potential clients. And you want to use lead generation forms within Facebook to make it very easy for people to share their information with you. So you can collect their first name, last name, email, and phone number with Meta autofill. So this will automatically give you their information based on what they told Facebook their information actually was. And they don't even need to type anything out. It's extremely efficient. Now, you want to test and optimize this. So you want to monitor your ad performance metrics, such as click-through rates and your cost per lead. And you want to adjust your targeting and ad creatives based on what performs best. So this is key. You want to stay on top of this and use an ads tracking sheet. DM me on Instagram if you need an ads tracking sheet. I can send that over to you. Just DM me ads tracking. And then use door knocking with the house hunting strategy. So this is the last one. So this one is using door knocking. Now, door knocking is a classic technique, but you can modernize it with the house hunting strategy for better results. So you want to start with a specific buyer and collaborate with a colleague or use one of your own buyers who is actively searching for a property. So if you don't have a buyer right now who is actively searching in a specific area, ask around your brokerage, ask around your friends that are agents, hey, who has a buyer that's ready to go but just can't find that right property, and go and knock on all of those doors. And you basically want to identify neighborhoods where your buyer wants to live and knock with a purpose. So approach homeowners with a script like, hey, I'm JP, a realtor working with Sam, who's looking for a home in this area. Have you considered selling? Or do you know someone in the neighborhood who might be interested in moving? Sam actually really likes this neighborhood because the school is top rated, or his kids friends actually go to this school and they really want to get in that school. Something a little bit more personal that builds a relationship and actually shows that you're telling the truth. And then you want to focus on building the relationships here. So even if the homeowner isn't ready to sell, make sure, now this says leave your contact information. I would honestly get their contact information. So if they ask for a card, I always say, hey, you know what, just give my last one out. Why don't I just do this? I'll just text you my number, and then you have my information. That way you get their number, and then you also ask them for their email as well, so you can put them on campaigns that way. Now, even if the homeowner isn't ready to sell, that's key. You want to follow up periodically because you want to be that guy who's top of mind. Now, use the interaction to build trust, which could lead to future listings. So the key here, guys, is to make sure you're doing this stuff consistently, following up with people, and keeping a large amount of people continuously coming into your pipeline so that you never have a dry spill again. We created a whole system that brings you leads every single day. If you want that installed in your business, there's a link below where you can book a call and chat with one of our team members to see if it'd be a right fit. Till then, guys, I'll see you guys on the next video.